All right, so this is the new Makita 40 volt XGT grinder. It is not the paddle switch one. It is just the on-off switch version. And it does not have their AWS function, which works with their vacuums. But this is an awesome grinder. This is everything it comes with. It also comes with a bag if you want to carry it around in that. I was really impressed with just the safety features on this grinder. It is incredible. So one of the first things, the guard that it comes with is so easy to install and to adjust. It just makes you want to keep it on all the time. And it seriously just locks right on like that. It has a ton of different adjustment points. You can keep it on however you like. My favorite is just keeping it kind of in this position where the guard is protecting your hand as it's on the handle. The handle installs super easily, just screws in like that. It doesn't have the top point of attachment for the handle, but I almost never use that position anyway, so on other grinders, so I think that's fine. And then it comes with a pretty beefy collet. So, I mean, that's definitely like over a 1/4 inch thick. It feels really solid. It really has a nice lock when it's in place. Works great. And then the disc that they do provide is a grinding disc, and it is 5-inch. So it kind of gives you a better idea of the biggest wheel that you can put on this grinder, and locks in like that. This cap nut, it has 2 different positions. One where it has a groove that works great for thicker grinding discs like this, so that it sits on the inside of it and locks it down really well. The button is super easy to press just with one finger while you have it turned around. And then the wrench that it comes with is pretty decent, to be honest. It's nice that the points on it are raised pretty high. So even if you're on the back side of the guard like this, you can still tighten it. You don't have to be away from the guard in order to tighten it. You can tighten it from any position, which is really nice that it clears that guard. So the wrench is great. And then obviously the battery that it comes with is phenomenal. These new 40 volt batteries are awesome. They are just super beefy. They feel really well built. The lock and unlock mechanism on it feels really positive. And then the battery indicator, they've gone from red to green, which is super high visibility. I mean, during the daytime when it's super bright and I'm outside, I can see exactly what the battery is. So that's super nice. And it plugs in backwards like that. And what's nice is this grinder, I mean, it is super well balanced. When it's in your hand, it seriously, it's a little bit front weighted, but honestly, it makes it so it feels like you're not even holding anything. Even if you're grinding for a long time, it just feels very comfortable. And even the battery on the back side kind of rests on your forearm as you're holding it, and supports the weight of the grinder as well. So all in all, I think this thing is fantastic. It has all these cool safety features. One of my favorites is if you accidentally leave it on, and then you insert the battery, this normally could be a dangerous situation where it could just start up, and if it was sitting on the table in a dangerous position or something and you plugged it in, it could be a dangerous situation. But Makita has made it so that you have to turn it back off and then turn it on in order for the grinder to start. And it's awesome. Speaking of start and stop, it also turns off within like a second of turning it off, which is really cool. So I'm gonna start it and then stop it so you can see how long it takes. Boom, just like that, it's full stop. The brake on it is incredible, and it just gives you a lot more confidence when you're working with it, that you're not gonna set it down and have to wait until it stops before you can walk away. So yeah, really cool grinder. Has a lot of great safety features. Again, I love that the guard is so easy to adjust. Makes me want to just keep it on all the time, be safe with it. The handle is just rock solid. Feels really great. This glove is also really easy, or this grinder is really easy to wear with gloves on. Let me grab them really fast. I have a really thick pair of welding gloves that I am frequently switching between. So I'll be welding, and then I'll grab the grinder really fast and kind of polish up or get rid of some of my weld BBs or anything like that. And it's very easy to engage the switch even with thicker gloves on. And I think that was just an awesome feature. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. This collet on the front, one of the cool things about it is that it also is reversible, this lock nut. Let me show you. So it has kind of the grooves that go inside deeper discs. And then if you're using a thinner disc, like a cutoff wheel, and it sits flush on there, it flips. So you can flip it over to this flush side. And I'm sure this is a feature for every grinder, but it just works so seamlessly with the Makita. I love it. And you can put thinner discs on there. It does only come with one guard style. It does not come with the fully enclosed guard. You do have to get that separate from Makita, but honestly, this guard does a really good job, and it keeps that disc very close to the midpoint of the guard anyways. So I've used it with this guard plenty of times with this cutoff wheel, and it just works phenomenally. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything. The grinder works so well. It's so easy to handle. It's well balanced. It's lightweight, and I feel like I can just grab it and go. It being on battery power, obviously, can go anywhere. And I've just been finding myself using it for a lot of situations that I couldn't before with corded grinders. So yeah, works great.